Yeah.
It's like weird.
I don't sweat. I will give you that.
Some people just don't sweat. It is bizarre.
Yeah.
I do what they Mahu say, glisten from time to time. I do glisten like a vampire from Twilight, but but I do not sweat.
You are a vampire.
I am.
All right, let's begin.
It's a Hawaii thing. Whoa. It's a Hawaii.
Hey, how's it going? You got Lanai, and that's Brook Lee. Welcome
Hi.
to It's a Hawaii Thing. Today, we got a very special guest today, but before that, we want to thank Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, Paulette and the gang down there, opening up a brand new branch on Maui.
At the Walmart.
Yes, it's going to be a good one. Make sure you go check it out, and you can just sign up. Also, the Star Advertiser, you can now go to staradvertiser.com, and you can get it digital. Just use our code.
A high thing.
There you go. Also want to thank the Office of Elections. You got to vote by mail this year.
In your mailbox.
Send it in and make sure you vote, all of you. We got to thank City Mill. Anything you need, you can find at City Mill.
Hammers.
Nails,
Yellow buckets.
buckets.
You just said buckets.
I know. Today we got a great guest today. Yes. Are you ready?
Are you excited? I'm excited.
I'm going to
I
give
know
him a
him,
big
though.
intro. I'm going to give him a big introduction.
here
Yeah.
we go.
Our
Okay.
guest today is no stranger to television. This guy's done a lot of stuff, I tell you. He's been on Law and Order.
Uh-huh.
He's been on Sunny in Philadelphia. What a funny show.
Always
Blue
funny.
Bloods, Boardwalk Empire. He's just been on a Netflix special or series called Maniac, I think it is. Recently, you guys might know him as the guy from being TC and Flies the Helicopters.
Helicopters.
Yes, Magnum PI.
Yes.
That show. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stephen Hill.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. It's nice to be a special guest.
Yeah.
You're practically Kama'aina. You live here now.
You're,
I know,
you're
I
Royal
know.
Hawaiian.
Yeah. I get all of the Kama'aina taxes.
And the rates. And the Kama'aina rates.
Yeah.
You're where are you originally from?
New York. I always shout out both New York and New Jersey.
Yeah.
Hello.
How do you like living here?
It's pretty cool. It's slow, but I feel like this is the time in my life where I'm supposed to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect
Yeah,
place
so if
to
New
be.
York is on this side of the Richter scale, Hawaii is probably diametrically on the other side of the
Yeah, I'm as far, unless you count like U.S., Guam, and that kind of stuff. But I'm as far west as you can go.
Right.
And
But
in
even
New
in
York, I'm as
vibe,
far-
but even
far
in
east as you
speed,
can go.
it's in speed and vibe and everything. It's like the most opposite of
Slow
this.
motion. We're in slow motion.
We use horns in New York. You guys don't use
No,
horns?
yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Did
You're
you
gonna
have
get into a fight.
Do you have trouble with that when you first came?
I like to lay on the horn a little bit.
Yeah. All my
You know.
all my New York friends heavy on the horn, boy.
Yeah,
like
but
to lay on
he's
the
the
horn.
size where it wouldn't matter. If he beeps his horn, the guy's going to look out and goes, never mind, go ahead, beep your
No,
horn.
all these guys here are big.
Yeah.
You gotta be
Yeah.
careful. It'll be a little guy that wants to fight too.
Well, you know,
he knows how to do groundwork and tackle and do MMA. You know
I
what
think
mean?
per capita we have the most MMA fighters in the UFC.
Really?
I think you guys
Oh,
do.
so many.
That's crazy.
And Pride and all the other leagues, Anyway, you before you came to Hawaii to do Magnum, have you ever been to Hawaii?
No.
No.
Seriously? Never?
No.
Wow, trial by fire. They just plunged you into the volcano.
Yeah, my cousin got married in Hawaii, and I remember I was gonna go. I was like, okay, yeah, look, I'm gonna make it. This is me struggling as an actor. And I'm like, look, I'm definitely gonna make it. So I got a buddy pass to LA.
Oh, look
I'm like,
at
oh,
you.
okay, cool. I get to LA, and this was JetBlue, and JetBlue was like, oh, we don't go.
Yeah,
to
we don't go to
Hawaii.
Oh
Hawaii.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, no worries. I'll just get to LA and then I'll just hop on a quick flight to Hawaii. I thought Hawaii was like a stone's throw.
To
from
like Catalina.
Yeah.
I thought you could see it from California.
No.
And
Thank
then
God.
I found out it's just the same distance from New York to LA.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like,
5 hours.
Yeah.
No, I'll see you later. I gave him a gift.
What do you like so far about living in Hawaii?
I like the fact that it's slow.
Yeah.
Look at
Right?
you. Okay.
I like that it's slow. I can be late a lot. So, I just blame it on Hawaii. Hey,
Hawaiian
traffic,
time.
everybody was late.
Hawaiian
This lady
time.
didn't, everybody drives in the same lane,
Yeah.
Yes.
right next to each other. I
Yes.
couldn't get around somebody.
Right.
They made me late.
Before the audition for Magnum, did you ever watch the show? The old one? Did you watch the old one?
Oh, yeah, I definitely watched the old one. I think I was more partial to like the A-Team.
Oh,
But,
yes.
Yeah, I did watch the old one because the pacing of this one was a little slower.
Yeah,
Hawaii. It was a Hawaii
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Now I understand.
You get it.
You
now.
know, yeah.
And
Even though we're built up, Hawaii's built up much more now.
Right.
And the old show is still the same kind of like we pick it up a little bit.
Did you get to meet the old TC?
I did.
Yeah?
I did. I
How
just
was
talked
that?
to him 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
He hasn't been on the show yet, has he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he was on the episode.
He plays my barber.
Look at you.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
they don't mention that he was the old I mean, they didn't
No.
bring him in somehow. Like,
No, actually, what he does is in the scene, he's like, I'm trying to convince him to come with me on a helicopter ride. And he's like, I can't stand helicopters.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
there's two
gosh.
of them. It was him and then Massetti, the other gentleman. who was-
Mazzetti?
Larry Minetti.
Manetti.
Larry Manetti. That's
He
who
made
it
an
was.
appearance too. He is a piano player, right? In one of the episodes
Yep,
at La
yep.
Mariana.
Ah.
So they're putting them in there subliminally.
I met the original TC on a. He owned a nightclub here,
Really?
He
Yes.
owned a bunch of stuff.
Reni's nightclub, and I used to work at that club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was here for a while, the show.
It was here for a long time.
Yeah.
And Magnum was a nice
I
guy,
was
the original
in
guy.
elementary school, so.
Wow.
I didn't see
Now,
it
how'd the
like that.
audition happen?
I got the audition. I had already booked another show,
Ooh.
NBC show called Manifest.
Okay.
And I was
Okay.
going to be a pilot in that. I was going to be
Oh,
an
wow.
airline pilot, but
Okay.
like a co-pilot. And it was a possible recurring role. So, I don't know if I was going to be in every
Yeah.
episode or not. So then my agent calls and she's like, oh, got you another audition for Magnum PI. Magnum PI? Like, what?
Yeah.
I already have a job. Whatever. I'll go.
Yeah.
Right? So I decided to go to the audition. I take the audition, and then they start asking me all these weird questions like, oh, can we have your cell phone number in case nobody answers or whatever? I'm like, what? This is the weirdest audition ever. And then I left, and I got the call later that night that, stay by the phone, Stephen, might have good news for you. I'm thinking the Manifest job, they're going to tell me
right.
that it's now a
regular,
recurring role.
right.
You know what I
Right,
mean? I'm
right.
like, yes. Right? So then they're like, you booked Magnum PI.
Wow.
You're going to Hawaii. I had one audition. That's like kind of crazy.
Yes, that's awesome. It was
Dang.
meant to be.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk more about Magnum in a minute. Don't go
Dang.
anywhere. We got to thank Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union. You got a new spot in Maui. You can now go to. You guys living on Maui, and you don't have to have give blood or anything like that.
Why would you
You
give
just
blood?
can become a member. People think, I want to join a
Oh,
credit
because
union.
it's a credit union?
Yeah,
It's like a cult?
Yeah, or something like
It's
that.
not a cult, it's a credit union.
It's awesome, but
It's
Paulette
okay,
and the gang
Hawaii.
are making your dreams come true. You got to go get a loan and all that stuff. Go check them out.
Yeah.
All right.
They're our bank.
HiFiCU.com. That's their website. Also, mahalo to Office of Elections. This year, you got to vote by mail.
And you got to vote.
Yes, please.
Like, no
do.
joke, Hawaii.
Stop complaining about everything
Yeah.
and vote. Okay.
It's your mailbox. It's not that hard.
If you need some help, go to elections.hawaii.gov. Also, got to say big mahalo to City Mill, the guys who hook it up for everything. They got everything you need.
All of the furniture.
You need light bulbs, they got it.
They got plants,
They got hammers.
nails,
They got paint.
paintbrushes,
Yes.
yellow buckets,
Scaffolding.
mango
I
pickers.
don't know why you need scaffolding, but they have all of that. We got Steven here from Magnum PI, and this must be a fun show to work on.
Oh, man. I'm so lucky.
You guys all get along though, right?
We do.
I mean, not that you'd say you
That's what I
wouldn't,
keep hearing.
but-
That's why I was trying to say it must be a fun show because you guys all do field trips and stuff.
I mean, what it is, we don't go home.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, home.
It just rolls into the next.
It's kind of like, we leave set, but it's not like, okay, we go to our place in
Right.
LA or whatever.
Uh-huh.
We leave set and we come to Kaka'ako.
Yeah. And then we
Which
go
is
to
still-
Amy's. We go to Amy's and
Yeah.
have a picnic.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
Yeah, like they're
we
all.
all live like, if we were all shooting something in LA or New York, what are the chances are we live on
The same corner.
the same corner?
Yeah.
It would never happen.
Right.
Right.
You know.
Now you've done a bunch of other shows. I mean, you've done some really big shows. Tell us about Sunny in Philadelphia. What'd you do on that show?
I was not. That was not a recurring role, but I had one role. I froze that day, actually.
At Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I was so happy to get that job.
You were a fan. You were a
I was
fan.
in Philly. So for a long time, I would go back and forth from New York to Philly because I have a South Jersey address. So
Okay.
they would hire me as a local hire, right?
Ways around
But
it. Right.
I was such a hustler where I would get up early in the morning in New York, go downtown, hop on a boat bus for $20, get to Philly, hop on another bus, and hop on a train, and then hop on another bus,
Wow.
audition, and I would book stuff down there all the time. Always Sunny in Philadelphia was one of them, and it was an episode called Thunder Gun Express.
Okay.
And the guys are like asking me, I play like a cop, and they're asking me for directions or whatever, and they're like, oh, we're going to see Thunder Gun Express, and I'm like, oh man, you should have said so earlier, that movie's amazing, and this is like the last day of the movie or whatever. But when we went to shoot, you know, there's like the second team, and they're all there, and we're running the lines, and then they're like, okay, bring in first team. I'm already there because I'm like running the lines. Then they bring in, and I look, and Danny DeVito comes around the corner. Nice. And I just froze. I was like, oh my God, it's Danny DeVito. You know what I mean? It's just like the fact that he was so small. And
isn't it crazy how you don't
like
realize?
A cute little man.
He's your size.
He's half my size. I met him in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Him and his wife. What is his wife's name?
Rhea Perlman.
She's just as tiny as him.
She's not.
And all their kids are 6 feet tall.
Really?
It's weird.
You're making
yeah.
things up.
No, I'm not.
Then I asked him. I said, "Can I do that again?" And they were like, "Yeah." And then I nailed it after that. But it was just the first initial, just seeing Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's an icon.
Like, wow, I grew up
Like you
watching
look
this
at him,
guy.
you're like, wait a minute.
That's so cool. What's the first show you got booked on?
Law and Order. The
Law and
first
Order.
time I was on there twice, but the first time I was like
I mean, not to take anything away from Law and Order, but like Law and Order, like everybody's been on Law and Order.
Yeah.
It's like the Barbizon of like New York acting.
I have not been on Law
They
and
put
Order.
so many people through that show because they always need perps.
They always need
cops.
somebody.
They need like more.
Yeah.
I was not the perp. I never played a perp.
Look at you.
I guess I'm a nice guy.
You did Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
What'd you do on
Yeah,
Boardwalk?
what do you do on Boardwalk Empire?
Man,
like,
I
isn't
was-
that a period? Like, isn't that like the Gatsby? What year? What era is that?
The 20s.
20s.
Yes.
Roaring 20s.
Okay, so you're like all in hats
Yeah.
and like.
Oh man, I had a 3-piece suit tailored by this Martin Greenfeld.
Oh.
He does a bunch of suits for presidents and so on and so forth. But they made a 3-piece cashmere suit for me.
Dang.
Yeah, I look really good. I look badass. But yeah, I kill a guy. I'm in the last season of the show, and I kill one of the major characters.
Who is the lead in that one? Buscemi? Is Buscemi
Yeah,
in that
Steve
one?
Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve
Buscemi's in that
Buscemi.
one.
Yeah, everybody dies in that show, by the way.
Yes,
Oh.
that's right.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi. Boy,
It's not a spoiler if everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone dies.
You know
so
what I mean? I think it's just common knowledge.
Yeah.
Everybody gets killed.
everybody's gonna die. Yeah.
Do you go back and watch the stuff that you do? That you work on?
I do. I know a lot of actors that don't like to watch their work.
Uh-huh.
But for me, it's like I learn. I'm like, ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I look at little stuff too. I'm like, oh man, why did I leave my mouth open for so long?
You're the worst critic. Right?
You know?
You're the worst critic. Yeah. Did you always know you were going to act?
I did not. I
No.
thought I was going to be behind the camera.
Really?
Yeah. I went to college. I wanted to be a director, and I went to Hampton University, a small school in Hampton, Virginia. And they were an HBCU, historically black college university. Actually started by a guy that went to Punahou.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
His name wasn't Barack Obama, was it?
No. His name, Barack Obama did come and do the commencement
he
one
did.
year. But Samuel Armstrong was his name. He was a U.S. war general.
Uh-huh.
And he actually, from what I understand, he saw there was like the HBCUs when they first started, they were kind of like almost residential schools in a
Right.
way.
Wow.
You know, and there was a school, a boarding school here that he got the idea for that school for him.
Wow.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
that had to have been Kamehameha, because
Yeah.
that was the only boarding school really here.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
I think
that
so,
was-
yeah.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a little connection between
Yeah.
me and Hawaii that I didn't even know.
Didn't
For
even
sure.
know.
Yeah.
What do you like most about Hawaii?
I love the rainbows. believe it
Yeah?
or
You
not.
never get
Yeah, the
over
rainbows
it.
keep me humble
Right.
because I have these little tricks that like keep me humble and not like get a little ahead of myself. So whenever I see a rainbow, I do a prayer of thanks.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
whenever I see the TC helicopter,
with
I
the
do a
rainbow on
a
it
prayer
too.
of thanks. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah, because
that's
it has
so
a rainbow
cool.
on it. I
Yes.
totally didn't get that.
Yeah, no, we were talking about Lululemon,
Oh, here we
which
go.
the
Yeah.
clothes that you wear, which I think is spot on because a lot of people don't realize how comfortable it is.
Well,
Yeah.
girls do because we've been wearing yoga pants forever.
but guys don't know.
I didn't
I
know.
know you guys
I didn't
kept
know
that four-way
guys were
stretch.
on this tip now that you guys do this. You get
We figured
yoga
it
pants.
out.
Guess
We
so.
figured it out.
What do you buy from there?
I love the dress pants.
Uh-huh.
They have ABC dress pant. And the ABC stands for anti-ball crushing.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, girls don't have to worry about
Love
that.
those.
Yeah. I gotta go get me some.
Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I gotta go get me some. That's good. Do you do yoga at all?
Sometimes, but I've actually been doing here. I do qigong.
Oh, nice.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Good
Where?
for you.
There's a Still and Wellness Center.
Yes.
Still and Moving
Isn't
Center.
that at Manoa?
It's right behind my place, right over in Kaka'ako.
How do you find these places, Stephen?
Well, that one I just, all I do is walk out the back of my place, and there's a little there's
Don't
Tita's
tell people
Tacos.
they're gonna stalk you.
Oh, yes.
Nobody stalks me here.
I know where you're at.
People don't even know I'm on the show.
Yes,
You
they
know?
do.
If I would make more money, I think, if people said, if I got paid for the amount of time that people say, "Oh, I don't even have a TV. I don't watch." Everybody says they don't watch TV. TVs are like
Here in Hawaii, they say that?
$200 each.
Yeah.
You can get
A flat screen.
You can get a 40 inch for $200.
Yeah.
And nobody watches TV anymore now.
Yeah.
But when they were $1,000, everybody wanted to watch TV.
They're all lying to you.
Yeah,
They're lying
exactly.
to
They're
you.
just low key.
Exactly.
Low-key.
But yeah, I just walked right outside, and there it was.
Do you like doing television?
Uh,
Because I know you said you thought you weren't going to be in front of the camera.
You're gonna direct
Yeah.
now this time around.
hey, that
I'm just
might
putting
be.
it on the vision board
That's
there,
in
buddy.
yes, it is.
Manifesting. We're
It is
Wow.
on the vision board.
You gotta have it, dude.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Brooke manifests a lot of acting stuff for people. Like Amy, she wanted her to come to Hawaii, so she manifested the
I
Magnum.
didn't. I'm not a leprechaun. You guys keep acting
You
like
said-
I'm some
you
sort of
said-
Menehune.
I'm just
Yes. Yeah, she's a man. He knows.
lotto
Yeah.
tickets. Okay, not a thing.
So you want to direct? Is that your thing?
Yeah, I would love to, but I feel like right now I want to finish mastering. Try to master acting.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
so
think I'm a
tell us,
master just yet.
who do you like working with best on camera? Who's the funnest?
I never get to work with Jay.
You never get to work.
Very rarely. We did do an episode where it was like me and him running around, like
Right.
good cop, bad cop, which was awesome. Purdy talks extremely fast. I talk slow, so I always feel like I'm messing up the cadence. So I actually don't like being on camera with Purdy so much because she's just so like she's so good at
She's
what
like
she
a
does.
hummingbird.
She's so good.
literally
I
like-
find myself watching her, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm actually supposed to be acting. You know what I mean? I'm always like watching her work. But me and Zach probably have the most fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach's
That's
fun.
awesome.
They write it so that
Yeah,
we're always the B story of like the military guy.
Do you work with Amy at all?
I work with Amy. Oh, the Halloween episode was
Okay, you and
probably
Amy.
one of my favorite episodes, and we knock it out of the park. Me and her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we team up. So like Zach teams up with Purdy, and I team up with Amy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Now you get to go all around the island now. What do you you found any place interesting that you like here on Oahu?
I really love K-Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a Windward guy?
I really love.
I would not have pegged
I
you
just
for a
like that
Windward guy.
water over there.
The sandbar and
okay.
Yeah, the
everything.
sandbar is awesome. You see
'Cause Windward is a
Chinaman's
certain-
hat off in the distance.
That's a
you know.
certain vibe. When you say you're Windward, you choose Windward, that's like a Ouija board. The people from Hawaii go, okay, I got your vibe now. You're a Windward guy.
That's why I asked you. Can
No,
kind
I
of
don't
get
think
your
I'm a
vibe.
Windward guy though.
Yeah.
You just
I
like to
just like
visit.
K-Bay.
Ah,
And
all
then,
right.
but there's a place you guys call it like God's country or whatever.
Talking about your place to hang out, you like Kaneohe and you like Waimanalo.
I've never heard it called K-Bay before.
You know, a lot of military guys call it K-Bay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know
I
that.
think that was the first time I went there. I went to one of the military bases.
Oh, okay.
I reached out.
I'm going to start using that. K-Bay.
Waimanalo, though, beautiful. The water is beautiful. I mean, that's the spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old Magnum house.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
they
Used to be
out
on that
there.
side. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
razzed it to the ground.
They just knocked it down
Knocked
like
the
6
whole-
months ago.
Does
down.
Obama own that land? now?
That's the rumor.
That's the
No.
rumor.
Yeah, that's the
what I
rumor.
heard.
Because
Yeah.
this is how the rumor happened. His classmate went to go check it out. Because my friend's real estate company went to go check out how much it cost. Took a tour, walked around the property.
The Robin's Nest, the old place?
Yeah, and then they play golf together. So they were thinking that that's what he was going to come back and buy. Yeah, but he chose Chicago. He's not coming.
Wait,
home.
you thought that was where the library was going to be?
No,
Or-
no, that's where I thought he was going to come and
Oh,
live.
got it.
But he wants his kids to grow up out there. But it's a beautiful spot. I think one of
Yeah.
the best sides of the
Just
island.
to be clear, he lives in Washington, D.C., just so you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Till his kids graduate, and then he's moving back to Chicago.
They're graduated now. So,
Okay.
No, college, right? One of them's in college in D.C.
yes.
Yeah.
No, one's in New York in college.
We'll
the
call
other one
him
just
tomorrow.
graduated
We'll call him
from,
after
okay,
the show
I'm
and find out.
put hold on. So I'm required to know these things, right? It's okay.
His Secret Service, head of Secret Service, is a fan of the show.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Look at you.
Yeah, I
That's
saw.
awesome.
I
Insider.
almost ran into him. I tried to meet the Obamas.
Uh-huh.
It was Michelle's
when they were
birthday,
here?
though. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so I sat at the bar at the restaurant they were in.
Wow.
It was kind of like a restaurant / hotel right in front of
Yeah,
Waikiki.
Mahina and Sons.
No,
No,
it was in
they were at
Waikiki.
Halekulani. They were at
Oh,
Halekulani.
okay.
No.
Oh, these were
Really
there?
expensive place right in Waikiki.
In the Halekulani Hotel?
No, I don't know. I don't understand this place. I forget the name of it, but it's right across from that huge tree. It's,
that's the Halekulani
no,
next door.
it's a tiniest little hotel.
Oh.
But it's like 10,000 a night or something like that.
It's across the street from the banyan tree. It just opened.
Oh,
New
Otani or by down that side?
Espacio or
It's
something like
Gazpacho.
Yeah, it's-
Oh,
Gazpacho.
down that side,
yeah,
towards Diamond Head.
Gazpacho,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you balling if you're in that hotel.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yes.
What did it used to be? The Colony, sir?
It was an old motel or something.
wow.
Yeah, and
They
actually
made
the
nice.
chef is so I'm learning the island.
Yeah.
Chef Roy's nephew is the chef.
And
there.
it's supposed to be really good.
yeah.
I had no idea this
I got
was a
invited to
secret
go
spot.
to the grand opening and I wasn't home.
Yeah.
Anyway, you a foodie? You like to eat?
Yeah, he sent me a morsel, and it was one of the tastiest
What do you
morsels
mean he
I've had
sent you a
since I've met.
morsel?
He
Oh, like
literally
you were
sent
at
me
the bar.
A taste of something,
Wow.
and it was like, wow.
Do you like food from Hawaii?
I do. Believe it or not, I like poi.
He likes. He's
good
a
for you, brother.
Zippy's. He's a
Yeah.
Zippy's
I
fried
do
chicken
like
fan.
Zippy's.
Yes.
Because I always bring it to the picnics, and he's like, "Did you bring the Zippy's?
Yeah,
like
yeah, the
you're,
Zippy's
you're
good.
on chicken." And I'm
Zippy's.
like, "I got the chicken. I bought the chicken."
You know, a lot of my
Stephen.
friends from the mainland tell me it's one of their top 5 fried chickens.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
It is
pretty
really good.
You know.
The Higa family started that like 52 years ago, and it's one of the best, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like mochiko chicken.
Oh,
Look at you
yeah.
with
Yeah.
the terminologies.
Yeah, yeah. it's
Mochiko
really
chicken
good.
is
Okay.
very good.
That's a
lo-
Korean thing. right?
Yeah, Japanese actually.
Japanese.
Yeah.
But you don't eat. Do you eat all the raw fish like poke, all that stuff?
I do eat poke. You know, I have a limit on poke though. I
Right.
can't eat a whole lot of it. I can have like
Because Amy
maybe
told us the story about you guys
6
fishing.
pieces of it. Oh.
She told us about your story when you guys went. But
You see
hey,
that?
you
Immediate
clinched
reaction
it.
to that?
You clinched it though. You boated that marlin, even though you were sick as a dog when you were on
Oh,
that
that's
boat.
right. She did tell us how you just
She
did
was-
that all
she
in.
was
it was
very-
like throw up.
Yeah.
Reel it
You
in, reel it
muscled,
in, throw up,
you
reel it
muscled
in.
through. You
Well,
muscled
congratulations on all your success with Magnum and all the other shows, of course,
through.
you've
May
done.
it go as long as the last Magnum.
Yes,
Knock on wood.
It will.
Thank
and we got a gift for him.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm like
This
so.
is a gift for you because you've joined us. And
Enjoy snacks from enjoy.com.
Yeah,
It
thank
has
you.
all of the stuff in it that you're gonna learn to like.
We got to thank Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union. Mahalo to you guys. Also, Office of Elections, Hawaiian Cancer Care,
City
and
Mill.
Mana Up. Also, City Mill. Thank you guys so much for joining us. You can
Thanks,
catch
Steven.
the full show on YouTube. Just subscribe. Steven is going to hang around and do the full show.
or
So,
find him at Lululemon.
oh, yeah, we're shopping. Thanks, Steven, for coming by, man.
Thank you, bro.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
We'll see you
much.
next week. It's a Hawaii thing.
All right.
It's so weird you haven't asked him to get you on Magnum yet.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
All right,
it's
so
coming.
So where I put the
you can put it down. You can put it right next
It's
to you.
coming. He's gonna ask you.
Yeah.
He's gonna be your co-pilot.
Well, I know he doesn't have.
He does.
Oh, he does. So they say the casting.
They say
I've done a
the
few shows.
price of your life.
They
is
say
the
that I've
price
been the
of
most
way
auditions
you
for
pay.
Hawaii 5-0 as a local.
Wow.
Because they keep, I don't know why. I'm not a good actor, maybe. They keep
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that, oh, we have a better one line for you. And then for Magnum, every time I call my agent, I said, how come I'm not
Who's your
getting
agent?
call?
Who's your agent?
How come I'm not getting
Who's
called?
his agent?
Yeah.
Is his
She says
agent
they're
Hawaii?
saving a better role for you.
Are they?
Uh.
Okay.
So full of it, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So what's your secret on auditions?
My secret, I always go in with the page.
What do you mean?
Like I always have
Like
the
the paper?
sides.
Oh.
Yeah.
I take it in with me too. But I
Yeah.
mean, like when you're,
Are you comparing notes? That's what's
I
happening
want to
right
see.
now?
I mean, he gets a lot of work. I want to,
No. So a lot of people like will get off book
Off book.
and
Okay.
they'll go in
Yes.
without it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. But my secret is to go in get it off book as much as I can, you know, because it takes me a long time to get the lines. But get off book as much as I can, and even if I'm 100% off book, I still go on with the lines and I try to nail it. And in that way, they go, that guy nailed it, and he was still on book.
Oh, wow. Secret to the trade.
Yeah.
It seems like I mean, according to
agent?
casting, they say I do really well in my readings. But every time I go back to look who got it, they were really much older or really much younger. You know what I mean? So they were looking for something else, or am I really that bad?
Well,
Because I did get a lot of work on
Don't know what to tell
Baywatch,
you
and we
that
know
much.
that was a good show.
Yeah.
yes. That was a great
I got like
show.
6 shows on that one.
It's so
Yeah.
interesting that Baywatch was here, but our show, we kind of shy away from the beach.
Yes, it is.
Is that a request, Stephen? Do you want to like have a beach scene? Is that what's
I
happening?
You want more
feel like,
bikinis.
hey, you know, we're in Hawaii,
Yeah.
and I would
Yeah.
love to see people all sizes on the beach. Like
Yeah.
this
Oh,
brother,
look at you,
he just
inclusive.
passed away, correct?
Is
No,
a
in the
while ago.
90s, in the
Yeah.
90s.
In the 90s, there was
Yeah.
some artist that just passed away recently.
Yeah, called Lana from
Well, and-
there's a few.
and Willie.
Willie K.
Willie.
Over the rainbow.
No,
That
that's
guy.
him.
That's-
That's
yeah,
it.
that's
him?
That's
Oh, okay.
his. Yeah.
Yeah.
People covered that song, but that's,
Oh, okay.
he is.
But I want to
is-
see a big guy like that on the screen too.
Yeah.
But isn't there were
Like,
two?
we do have 2 guys, but
chubby
not on the
guys.
beach.
No.
I
Not on
want
the
to see him
beach.
on the beach. I want to
Are
see
the
him.
chubby guys on your
Yeah.
show? They were on Hawaii 5-0, right? Or are they on Magnum?
They've crossed over.
Yeah, they've crossed
Oh, they've
over.
crossed over. See, did you audition for
Yeah.
that? Not I'm saying that you're chunky. I'm just saying, did you audition to be one of those boys?
Brothers, one of the brothers.
Or is that what they're
No,
referred to
I've
as?
I've auditioned for bad guys a lot.
Hmm.
I don't think I look like a bad guy.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
No, you do look like a good guy.
I look like a good
Yeah.
guy. Don't I?
Yeah.
See, what's
I
wrong with
plead
You
you?
have a
fifth.
friendly face, a
Well,
kind
okay,
face.
besides bringing the sides, do you have any other advice for somebody who wants to go on an audition?
Just take your time. You know, they're looking for someone. Like you go in and you kind of think like, you know, you can get in your own head and say, oh man, then there's no way I'll ever get this job, or you know, I'm just wasting these people's time. No, they want you to be the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Amy
mean?
does that. Amy does. She goes in because nobody knows what to
She's
do with
been
Amy.
on a million shows.
But Amy
I
just
agree.
Jedi mind tricks them. It's like, I don't know who you were looking for, but this is who you want. That's what Amy does.
Yeah.
Amy just tricks everybody.
Hey, you interested in doing movies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I was trying to get into this Western. There was a Netflix Western that was going to be shooting over the summer with Idris Elba and Wesley Snipes.
Oh, nice.
And somebody in casting had reached out to me, so I was like, "Oh, please let me get in this,
Yeah.
please."
And then the
Because I love
Ronas.
Western stuff.
And then the Rona happened.
And then Rona happened, and then Idris Elba got the Rona.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
So
That's right.
might have been a blessing I didn't get on that
Tell us about this Netflix show that you're on now.
one. Maniac.
Yeah.
So another Hawaii connection, Carrie Fukunaga.
Oh, Carrie.
Yeah.
Why
Carrie's
do I
our
know that?
boy.
How do I know that name?
He ain't your boy if you ain't seen the Netflix show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
don't-
He
what-
directed.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he's directed.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Carrie
Carrie
from Hawaii.
Tagawa.
Carrie Tagawa.
Oh,
You're
oh.
so racist. Carrie Tagawa is not the guy he's talking about. You're
I know,
talking
but-
about he's behind the scenes.
Yeah, Carrie Fukunaga
You know
is
Carrie Tagawa,
Oscar
right?
award-winning director.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know who Carrie Tagawa is. He's
No.
like been in all of like the old like
He was one of the Planet of the
Rain.
Apes. He was on all the gangster
He's an
movies.
older generation
Yeah.
Japanese actor. He's been in everything. Like he's next to Pat Morita. I think
He's done like
probably
Oh, wow.
ubiquitous.
60 films.
He
or
judged
something.
me at Miss USA.
Sheesh.
Did he
That's
really?
how I won.
Oh, you gave away the secret.
No, that's not how I won. It helped that he was a local boy from Hawaii.
So Maniac, tell us about Maniac.
Maniac is Jonah Hill and
Boy.
Emma Stone.
Oh yeah, Emma
I
Stone.
love him.
So, you know, it was just great. I have a really cool little
When did
scene
you have
with
time to
me
shoot
and
that?
Emma.
When did you shoot
I
that?
shot that before.
Oh, before Magnum happened.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Netflix is such the thing right now.
So
Yeah.
I did, right before Magnum, I did that, and I did Widows, Steve McQueen. So I got to work with really awesome directors right before I got here.
Now, do you like to sit and watch how they work, or do you go to the trailer?
Oh man, I sit and watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
me.
watch.
I love sitting and watching, like
Yeah.
see what people do. Even the, camera guys, everybody. I like to see what they're doing.
One of the things I'm actually going to do this year is I'm going to do some behind the scenes interviews.
Oh, like a BTS type of
Yeah,
sitch.
yeah, and not really for myself. I probably will learn a bunch of stuff, but I feel like kids, they always want to be actors. They want to be basketball players, football players, just because that's what they see.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
what
don't
they're
know about,
modeling after.
there's soundmen, there's
Right.
gaffers,
Right.
they don't even know what a gaffer is. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's wardrobe department. There's set
Catering.
design. There's catering. There's
Props.
so many things.
Armorers.
Yeah. So,
That's cool.
and they might be able to align themselves with something much that they're
you.
more inclined to do as opposed to acting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Did you do theater?
I did.
Right. What did you do?
I never made it to Broadway. Almost gotten that Tupac one. That was the closest.
Oh
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
Poetic. Was it Poetic Justice? They were going to make a.
They were gonna-
No, they
play
were
out of
just
it?
doing they did a Tupac musical.
Oh, see, because I heard they were going to
didn't
call it
last very
Poetic
long, though.
Justice. They were going to
No.
do
The
a-
movie?
Yeah, the movie into a play.
I don't
Oh
know
wow,
if
that's
Yeah.
interesting. That would have probably been cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They were doing one about his life, right? It was like
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Tupac
it's about
Shakur like story.
Do you
It was
like
cool.
doing theater?
I do. It's one of those things. I did it. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yes,
terrifying.
yes.
But then you get to learn your like you do. There's typically
4 months of
There's 3 weeks of rehearsal.
Yeah.
Right.
I did
Which
4
goes
months.
by really fast. But you do 3 weeks of rehearsal, and then by then you kind of know it so well that like you just have fun.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did my first one. I do stand up, but that feeling of live,
I want to do stand up.
you got to do it. It's the feeling is so addicting.
I've been writing. I have a bunch of.
I'm gonna
jokes.
bring
You're
you.
gonna do stand up too?
Yeah,
You
I
should
got a
do
bunch
some
of
stuff
When we open up again, I'm gonna
right.
bring you to one of the clubs here. They have like a
Alright.
couple underground places.
Alright.
Do they?
30, 40 people.
Underground?
This way, where we're going right.
Where is this?
A couple bars in Chinatown.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and then we do a couple. We'll put a couple together sometime.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Stand up is a good thing, boy. It
Yeah.
helps with your acting. They
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
too.
That's
Timing,
what they
right?
say. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us,
for
man.
coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you get to ride in the helicopter?
I do.
Yeah.
They let me. Now maybe I shouldn't tell
You probably
anybody.
shouldn't say that.
But they let me land once.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah. I'm glad to.
Wow.
I was coming in hot. I was
There you go.
a little sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But good luck on everything else, and we'll continue to watch you.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Stephen Hill, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel and subscribe. If you're watching it now, just hit the button and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
It's a Hawaii thing. Whoa, it's a Hawaii thing.